नमस्ते गुरुजी। जय गुरुजी महाराज। जय गुरुजी साथ संगत जी। शुक्राना गुरुजी महाराज द मल्टीलिंगुअल सेवादार टीम आप सबका स्वागत करती है। आज हमारे बीच में सन आंटी आई हैं संगत शूटिंग के लिए। मैं कमांडर शर्मा अंकल से रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा, अंकल सेशन को आगे बढ़ाएं प्लीज। जय गुरुजी।
जय गुरुजी अंकल, जय गुरुजी संगत जी। Welcome, son. It is a pleasure to introduce son Aunty to Sangat. Son and I go back together for a long time now. And it had all to do with son wanted to hear my satsang in English. And till then, I would share my experiences only in Hindi. Son would listen to Hindi, would like it, but did not understand a word. Once she prayed to Maharaj that Commander Uncle should do his satsang in English. And Guruji told her, speak to Commander. And I believe she just told Guruji, Maharaj, if this is your wish, this is your agya, then you make it happen. Same day, evening, I sent her a message that I would like to share satsang with you in English. Why? I have no idea. And thereafter, for next 15 days, every day in the evening, I would get son online. And for next so many days, we had this experience sharing almost one-to-one because about 4 to 5 of son's friends joined. That's how son and I connected with each other. Today, I am a proud father to her. She is my daughter, as loving as much as possibly one can be. It's a pleasure, son. Son is a divine soul. Son is a Guru's daughter. She belongs to Guru. Guru belongs to her. And she just doesn't remember him. Let me tell everybody, I think son communes with Guruji. She lives with him. And she is 24/7 in attendance of Maharaj. So, son, it's a pleasure. It's an honor. It's a privilege to introduce you to Sangat. You are perhaps the most wonderful thing that can happen to people like us. Thank you for being son. And with these words, I request you to share your journey with Maharaj. Jai Guruji.
Jai Guruji. Commander Uncle, before San Pitya initiate the Sangha sharing, I wish to let Guru Sangat know that one divine content that was named Prostration Guruji. It was given to me, 7 pages content was given to me by Jitu Uncle Ji, old Sangat. That content was translated in Persian language by son's mother, my sister. She is my sister. Son's mother is my sister. So she had translated before 3 years. Wow. What a beautiful thing they have done. Welcome, San Aunty. Jai Guruji. Over to you, San Aunty.
Jai Guruji Maharaj. Just let me know if my आवाज आ रही है.
Yes.
Jai Guruji Maharaj. How could one even speak after this love, this unconditional love? It's really impossible to speak right now. But Maharaj, I'm sure he will guide me. It's difficult to express the love and the gratitude that I have, of course, first for Maharaj, but for his divine extension, for him coming in different form for me, in a form of Commander Uncle, blessing my heart so much that it's really so hard to say how I really feel, but I'm 100% sure Maharaj will transfer and telepathically, send the energy across. My heart experiences such love, and I get so emotional every time I see Commander Uncle because it takes me back to that day. It takes me back to that divine day, and of course, Commander Uncle. When I'm gonna go back a little bit about that. Initially when I was initiated by Maharaj, of course, didn't speak Hindi, but you know, I would, because back then in 2018, there was lack of English satsangs. So I would just turn on any satsang, any sangat that was speaking about Maharaj. But I have to, with folded hands, you know, he knows our intention. But after 5 minutes, I was like, you know, with most, I would be like, okay, I don't understand, and pass. You know, but there was something always when Commander Uncle spoke, always. And you know, I could just have him speak. I would just turn it on, and sometimes I would, Guruji knows, I would just leave it on even during my sleep, because it would bring so much peace into me, because the energy, you know, the way that he expressed the purity and the love and the humbleness that I experienced while Commander Uncle was speaking, something attracted me to his energy. And of course, it's all Guruji coming in different forms. We know that. And for me, I could sit hours, and I didn't know that that was Maharaj signaling and having it connect to something in the future. And I didn't need to know, but my heart knew that there was something there. And I always wanted to reach out to Commander Uncle, but I didn't. And you know, as if he was guiding that, you know, in his time, it'll happen. And but I think, you know, there was just one time that he was sharing satsang, I think somewhere, and I just got his number, and I just sent a message saying, you know, your satsangs really, you know, even though it's in Hindi, but just as if I understand, and the vibration is so vivid for me. So that's all. Just said hi. We moved on. Months passed. I don't know if he even remembers that initial conversation, but you know, and the months passed, and but that was Guruji's Leela to have that, get Commander Uncle's number. And then that incident happened where Uncle explained. I'm not going to go so much into, but I was going through a very, very hard phase of my life. And that phase that I was in was because I had asked Maharaj in 2018 to get into a relationship with a specific person. And because of my asking, I got into that dark hole, and which was also his Leela. And he wanted me to go there because, hey, it got me to where, you know, this divine relationship and all the satsangs that came, and this divine book, which I have in the other room, and Blessings Ready by Blessings Ready for Divinity by Commander Uncle. And so anyway, you know, I remember when I was going through that and I was talking to Guruji, suddenly he put Commander Uncle, and I went to ask him, and then that wisdom kicked in, that, wait a second, son, you are in this spot because of you asking. You know, that was all Guruji orchestrating that beautiful love story, or that, you know, this beautiful play that he did. That thought came that you're here because of you asked. So are you going to again ask to be helped? And that too, from another sangat? When are you going to depend on me? When are you going to let me handle it? When are you going to surrender to me? When are you going to trust me? When are you done, son? Is it not done for you? Like, is it not enough for all that you've gone through? And at that moment, I remember I deleted the whole message, and I was like, Maharaj, if you want me to talk to Commander Uncle, you make it happen. And of course, it was evening time. It was literally 10 minutes later. It was evening time in India, but for me, it was morning. And 10 minutes later, Commander Uncle sent me a video, and the rest, everybody knows. And here we are. So, you know, Maharaj has, through this beautiful incident, and this morning I was just staring at that book, and every time this book, I think the cover is got, because I've cried so much over this cover, and I've hugged it, and I need a new one. I need a new one. But this book is Maharaj in a different form for me. And when I hold this book, it's him. I don't even need to open the book. The teachings are, it's like just holding it. The whole teaching comes that you know, my level of blessing, when your blessings ready, you know, you know, I will shower so much when you completely trust, when you completely surrender, when you truly let go and let Maharaj. And you know, it's been a practice since to put those teachings that was garnered through that incident in this holy book and apply that to every single thing in life. So his level of blessings depends on my level of trust, my level of faith. The more I show Maharaj, and of course, let me say, and beautifully it's written in this divine holy book and in the videos, that even that is by his grace. Um, you know, even that surrender comes from his grace. That blessing comes, none of it is, oh, son auntie did this, son auntie surrendered, oh, son auntie, you know, let it be, you know, trusted. No, no, no. Maharaj made me surrender. Maharaj made me trust. It's only his grace that lets you be that way. So you know, it's all his doing and his blessings. I didn't know Commander Uncle was going to be here, but what a blessing. I'm going to share, you know, that I got to go to India, and my dream was to see Commander Uncle. Of course, Maharaj sent me to India in a year and a half ago. I was there 21, beginning 2022, and Maharaj told me to come to India. I'm going to share that satsang because another Sangat asked me, and on that trip I was blessed to meet a Commander Uncle in physical form. Got to surprise him, went to his house, got to see Aunty, got to see the beautiful chola of Maharaj in his home, Swarup of Maharaj. And you know, I have to say, I got to witness those the gifts that Maharaj had given, and it's actually, the pictures are in the holy book, Blessings Ready by Blessings Ready for Divinity. In that book as well, the pictures are there. The flower vase, the invitation cards that was made for satsangs. So how Maharaj told me to go on that trip, suddenly, you know, it was COVID time. India was considered the red zone. India was completely closed for visitors, of course, during COVID. It was even hard for the nationals to go to India. And Maharaj suddenly told me, go to India. And I was like, Maharaj, I'm sure I don't need to tell you, but tourist visa is closed. It's not available. And you know, Maharaj said, go on the embassy. And that day when I went, it was beginning November 2021. When I went, I saw that they've written, which is so mesmerizing, because during that phase, the government had decided to open up tourist visa. And so I was mesmerized because I literally heard it in meditation, and I go online, and the website says, we can apply November 15th. So Maharaj prepared me, because, you know, he told me the beginning of November. So as beautiful, again, in this holy book, you know, expressed by Maharaj, for whatever Guruji Maharaj wants you to do, he will give you everything necessary for that task to be completed. And that was a teaching that came through Commander Uncle for me when we sat down and did the videos. That stuck with me, because truly, if I go back to how he initiated me, how he made me walk to that church and then go to the bookstore and then grab the holy book, you know, the Divine Light, bring it home and open the book on July 7th. Everything Maharaj wants done, he will get it done. You know, he will make sure that task is done. And how beautiful that he kept repeating that, you know, and it came through in Blessings Ready as well. So he gave me that enough time to prepare, went to the embassy November 17-ish, because that's when they gave me an appointment. And then the person laughed at me at the embassy, like, "Are you crazy? I don't know why my government has opened the embassy, the tourist visa, but it's closed. I mean, sorry, you're going to get rejected. We're not even letting our own Indian nationals in with entry visa. So you're not going to get in. I can send your," and I was like, she said, "I can send your application, but you're going to get rejected." And I was like, you know, you do you, I will do what I got to do. And the rest is, he'll do what he has to do. Again, the teachings from the Holy Book, we play our part, you know, with pure intentions. At the end of the day, intention is all that matters. And then the results are in his hands. And so the application came back, and and of course Maharaj did what he did. That was also a test for me to see if I would, you know, listen to the world. The world was saying, "Hell no, you're not going," but God was saying yes. And of course, God's word always goes. And I go to India, and that's when we surprised Commander Uncle, and got to be in that holy house in Gurgaon. And yeah, that's that. I'm in that house right now. I'm in that room right now. I'm in, you know, I was sitting on the floor just staring at Commander Uncle, because I know that Maharaj manifests in different forms. And so as long as we're open, and not, you know, not saying only this Sangat, or not, you know, I would have never thought someone who only spoke Hindi, because back then, again, there was no English satsangs, would become a huge vessel of Maharaj, and a huge fatherly figure for me, because Guruji knows I've never had a fatherly figure, and for him to give me that, that's such a blessing, such a blessing. So shukrana for everything. Going to the recent satsang, Commander Oko is part of this as well. Like, I reached out to him. I couldn't find a job. Him being that fatherly figure, I reached out and I said, you know, I'm getting rejected everywhere. I haven't worked for 4 years. This was last year. You know, again, that was Guruji giving me agya to speak to Commander Uncle, right? So taking his agya, I wasn't asking for a job. I was just seeking, you know, I was just really wanted to speak to this a person who blessed my heart so much. And, you know, he said, just trust Maharaj. And Maharaj will do in his time. And of course he did. And how? I kept getting rejected. And one day I sat with Maharaj and I said, look, I've done my best. So the rest is in your hands. I'm done applying. I'm done. If you want me to work, you make it happen. Now, I'm not saying this is all my own experience and all all my teaching. It's not like I sit on the couch and I say, Maharaj, if you want me to work, you make it happen. If you want, no, we have to take steps. We have to do our best. We have to work hard. You know, but you know, at a point where where for me, I kept getting one closed door after another, one after another, and I knew I had done everything that I could. That's when I knew that I have to give the whole, I have to just let it be surrendered on him, surrendered to Maharaj. And I said, Maharaj, you know, I've done my best. If you want me to work, let it happen. And a couple of, I think a day later, I don't remember exactly, he guided me to speak to my sister. And it's no coincidence that that day when I spoke to my sister, she goes to a get-together that night only. So in the morning, Guruji told me, talk to your sister. And that night she sent, look at the Leela, she sent to a get-together. Suddenly, a friend of hers in the middle of dancing sits, there was an empty table right beside her, sits right beside him and says, Noosh, I'm looking for someone to work for my company. And she was like, my sister. So Guruji made it happen. She reached out to me And in my heart, I knew it was Maharaj doing. But of course, the doubtful mind. And of course, this is what Guruji says, keep connect to me directly, you know. So while I was getting trained, I was like, what am I doing? I work for a home improvement company, so I deal with faucets and vanities and shower systems and things like that, bathroom furniture. And I was like, what am I doing here? I used to be, the ego, the mind. I used to be a manager at a bank. I lost all of that because of my ailments. But thank you, Guruji. Again, thank you for everything. Thank you for the suffering. Thank you for losing my job. Thank you for having zero, nothing. Thank you that I was bedridden for 2 years and 7 months. Thank you, I was ill for 6 years. Thank you for all the suffering. Thank you for the suffering that led me to blessings ready. Just thank you should be the mantra. And so anyway, I was like, while this gentleman was training me, he was training me on measuring tape of how we design, because I also do design work, how we design certain things, certain vanities. And he's teaching me, and I'm like, Guruji, what is this? What am I, I shouldn't be here. Is this where you want me to be, Maharaj? Is this where you want me to be? If this is where you want me to be, Satvachan, I will chup and I will listen to you. So then I was invited, this was last year or Christmas time. I get invited to a Christmas party, and everybody is given a Christmas secret Santa gift. So there was a plastic bag and nobody sees, and you put your hand in and you take a gift out. I take a gift out, and guess what? Mine is a measuring tape. That's the only gift that was there that was nonsense. Like everybody got a bracelet or sweets or this something relevant to Christmas. I got a measuring tape, and I was just standing there howling, like and everybody was like, is she upset because she got a measuring tape? And I'm like, no, this was the biggest gift that anyone could ever get. So that's how Maharaj, truly when you let make a direct, because you can reach out to people and say, I have this job and I don't know if it's right, and you can go and ask many people, but at the end of the day, nobody knows what's right for you, and only Maharaj. So only and only going to him. It makes me remember, Commander Uncle, when he took a friend, and Guruji said, Commander Uncle was standing behind Maharaj, and Guruji said, are you his lawyer? I think that's Satsang I remember. So listen to Satsangs over and over, because Maharaj will keep you remembering certain things. So when you get into a position, those becomes your blessings, that, oh my God, okay, at this point, this Sangat did that. At this point, this happened, so I should use the same formula. It's all a formula that you apply. I truly believe it's all a formula. And once you apply the formula, it's like you get the results. So another Sangat reached out to me this morning about this, how life has been for me. It's been nothing but better, it's not bed of roses. It has not been bed of roses. Even especially after Maharaj initiated me, it's been truly, I'm sure all of us know this. Everybody goes through ups and downs. The ups and downs of life is there. But the fact that we're blessed with Maharaj, there is no higher gift than that. I mean, looking around the world today, we see exactly the things that Maharaj said will happen is happening. But as he said, I will keep my Sangat in the palms of my hand. My Sangat don't need to worry. I am taking care of them. Today is the day that we should keep saying Shukrana. Just Shukrana. Nothing but Shukrana. Nothing but Shukrana. For the peace, for the country we live in, for the health that we have, for Maharaj, for the fact that we have satsangs, for Zoom platforms that make it possible to connect, across the world. Shukrana. There's so much to say Shukrana for. I will share another satsang, which I know a lot of people don't know. It's materialistic, and it's my foolish mind that I kept it away, because You know, everything, whether it's material or not, it's his grace and blessings. And it was again my mind saying, you know, this isn't important, it shouldn't be shared, but no, it is a huge blessing and it must be. So Maharaj works on us every day, and we get evolved every day the more we connect to him. So starting at this beautiful job orchestrated with by Maharaj. I live down in another part of the city, my work in another town, in another city. So if I take the metro, it's about 45 minutes. If I drive, it's about the same 45 minutes. So I was wishing that I had a vehicle in this country, because it's so cold in Canada. Usually it's mainly cold. You need a car. It's more convenient. So I was like, you know, I don't have a car. I haven't worked for a long time. And Maharaj was indicating, you know, that a car is coming. A car was coming. I would go to a satsang, and I had never received like car, you know, these things that you put in the car, Maharaj's swarups. So I was getting those, and I kept getting the same signals. So I started looking for cars, and I'm like, prices, and like you have to wait a while for certain cars. Anyway, I pause here for a second. When I started working at this company a year ago, there are two partners. One of them is in Germany, half a year, and summer times he comes to Canada. The other partner is always here. So there's two owners. So one of the owner who's in Germany, he owns a car that it's been parked at a location, not at my work site, another location. It's been parked there for 2 years. So when I started working, I became really buddies with the owner that's always here. Really grace of Maharaj. You know, I don't have a boss. I have a buddy. And you know, one day he reached out to me and said, "Oh, the other owner has this car parked at his at this place for 2 years. I wish I could tell him to just give you this car. You'll pay, you know, maybe he'll charge you for it. Like you can buy it off of him. It's I don't know why I feel like this car should be yours." And I didn't ask anything. I didn't, you know, again, because of Maharaj injecting his blessed wisdom, that whatever is ours will come, whatever is yours will come effortlessly. You know, if a sangat is meant to share satsangs with you, Maharaj can orchestrate that himself. If you're meant to be somewhere, Maharaj is big enough to orchestrate that himself. So I just gotta trust. I just gotta surrender. And again, all of this cannot happen without his grace. But I know that the more we connect to him, he will shower more of his grace and his wisdom and his strength and his positivity. And therefore you, like again, beautifully written in the book, you become his extension. He fills you up. It's science, right? Whatever you connect with, you ultimately become. So the more I connect to Maharaj, you will be filled with his light. You become his extension. And look at how he's using his extensions for all of us. We all see that from Suresh Uncle, from Commander Uncle, from many, many Sangats. It's all Maharaj in different forms. I keep saying that because it is. Shiv Puran says he's the cause of causes, and Shiva takes form in all the beings. So anyway, so I said to my boss, "Look, if this is mine, if anything is ours, it will be ours. No need to ask. No need to, no need for any of that." Now, am I like this all the time, which an auntie shared this morning? No, I am not. I am not full of this wisdom all the time. I'm human. I have my egoistic moments. I have my doubtful moments. I have my crying moments. I have my emotional moments. But I know that's an opportunity to sit with Maharaj. And again, he pumps me up. So I know every time I go low, Guruji's knocking on my door. Come, let me fill you up. Let's elevate. Let's move to a higher phase, or whatever phase that he chooses. I don't know if it's higher or he knows, but it's an opportunity. So I said to him that 8 months passes by, guys. We forget. I forget. The guy, this other owner, comes from Germany, and suddenly, one day, I see the owner who's always in Canada comes to me, and he's just staring at me like this, like, oh my God. And I'm like, what? What's happening? And he's like, you are not gonna believe it. I'm like, I don't know. I've experienced crazy, kind of a lot of mystical stuff. So, I think I'll believe it. Just shoot. Just tell me. And then he was like, the owner said we should give this car to Sun. The car that he has, he just said it himself that we should give it to Sun. And I was like, what? Jai Guruji Maharaj. And this is the time that I needed a car. Let me say 8 months ago, I didn't need a car. Now, how beautiful, because again, we go back to Maharaj's commandments, or yeah, his words. I will give you what you need without asking. He will give you what you need. Whatever you have right now is what you need. You don't know what you need. He only knows what you need. The mind will fool us thinking, I need this, I need that, I need, he only knows. And that time I really needed a car. Why? Because only Guruji knows I couldn't come to satsangs. I couldn't go to certain, there's a Pickering Mender here. It was so hard for me to go to his satsangs. And that was only Guruji knows that was the only reason I wanted a car. Otherwise, I didn't care. It's like I can get in the subway and go to my work directly. So the metro station. So he will give you what you need. But let me say this, he did, I don't want to call it a test, or, he did see whether I would go to satsangs without the car. He did see that, he saw that, because I would go regardless. I would go it would take me 4 or 3 trains to get to an hour's, but I would still go. And he saw that. And again, he made it happen. It's because he wanted me to go that he made it happen. Nothing of my heart or my part was done. He made it possible. So he gave me the energy to go. He gave me the wisdom to go. He gave me the push to go. And I promise you, never stop yourself from going to Maharaj. And this doesn't mean going to Butterman. It's just connecting. He's not beautifully, again, he's expressed in these videos and the divine book. Maharaj is not bound to a Gatti or Buttermander, or, he's everywhere in everything. And, in that phase of my life, he was guiding me to go to satsangs once a week, and I needed a car, and he provided. But let me tell you the most mesmerizing thing. The name of the car, no, the name of the color of the car is Sun Fusion. It has my name, Sun Fusion. And fusion means, I believe it's merging and coming together. And this car, when I sit, and it's yellow, and Maharaj knows only that my favorite color is yellow since childhood. It's no coincidence he came at my grandmother's house, and also in the Swaroop, and of course the Swaroop that he blessed Commander Uncle in Buttermander was exactly the same Swaroop, and he gave me the same Swaroop in Buttermander. I've never been gifted any other Swaroop, the same one. And in fact, when I saw him in my grandmother's house, I saw him from this part up. I didn't see his divine legs or his holy feet. I didn't. I only saw his upper part and the hands facing me like that. And it's no coincidence. The car is also yellow. And so, this car is Maharaj in a different form. I know that. So, it's just incredible, his ways. Maharaj, if you're invited, and if you're blessed, and if you're chosen, you are invited to land of grace, and you're invited to experience you're invited to experiencing the impossible turning possible for you. But it all happens in his time. It all happens the way he wants it. And when you truly let it go, when you are happy and content with just him in your life, and you don't need anything else to make you happy, then he will shower so much of his blessings that it'll be just extraordinary, extraordinary. I didn't know the name of the car. The color of the car was Sun Fusion. My buddy boss told me that. He sent me the picture one day and said the car is named Sun Fusion, and this is your car. And Guruji gave me a car for free. Who does that? Who does that? In this Kali Yuga? Only Maharaj. So again, his level of blessings depends on your level of like love. That I got him